Alright, so vlog time. I'm starting the vlog in my studio, and then I'm going to go downstairs and study. But this is the WSET course material that I got for the exam I'm going to be taking at the end of July. And let's take a look. So inside we have the tasting card that kind of walks down the level 2 systematic approach. We have the workbook. So I can't give away stuff inside. But is it what you would expect a textbook workbook to look like? I mean, if you ever did one in elementary school or college or high school or any other places that had workbooks, you get it. And then the wine and spirits look like, this is it. This is the level 2. This is what I've been studying. This is what I've been studying. Right here. I'm over halfway through the book, which makes this about 2.5 times thicker than this is the material I've already gone over. I don't know whether to be pissed or happy. I really expected to have more material to have to do. What are the dominant areas for Pinot Noir? What is okay? So, intro to the book. It's impossible to tell what a wine will taste like simply from the label. However, it is possible to know that the wine should taste like, and this is what this book seeks to address. Looking behind the label takes as a starting point the most prominent and informative words appearing on the label of a bottle of wine. This could be the grape variety, or it could be the region. These are very powerful indicators of style. Okay. Although there are some significant changes to this new edition of the book, much remains the same, so if you have an older copy, cool. To keep seeking this as simple as possible, we continue to focus on the grape varieties and regions that are most frequently encountered. You talk about I don't have to know like the back-ass armpit of Italy, or like the part of Spain that grows like 0.085% of the grapes in the world. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I'm just gonna get to study. Alright, so I have been studying my book. I got all the way through to chapter 5, and in doing so, ran out of flashcards. So I'm gonna stop tonight at that section and just be okay with it until I can go to the store tomorrow and buy more flashcards. In the meantime, here are the 3 things that I got out of today's study session. 1, winemaking overall is not that bad of a process. It's actually fairly easy. You just have a couple steps that maybe change based upon whether it's white or red or rosé. But overall, the overall process is pretty easy. And I'm hoping that I don't screw that up because of how easy it is. So that's that. So wine pairing itself is not that difficult as long as you understand the rules, but I feel like I've screwed those up in the past. One of my favorite pairings is still, and always will be, fruity, sweet white wines with spicy food, like chili food. Like I really like that. I'm gonna stay with it. It's not an unrecommended pairing, but it's not something that is super brought out in here. The thing that's going to get me the most is umami. Umami is going to be one of those things that's going to be quite difficult to remember how to pair correctly. So I'm going to need to practice that one a lot. Some of the other ones like acid and fats, sweetness, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about umami. I'm worried about umami a lot. So I'm going to start cooking with mushrooms more. I'm going to start pairing wines intentionally with that. I'm going to possibly get a wine where it doesn't work and get a wine that where theoretically it should work and see how those things pair together. But yeah, umami might mess me up here. Another note is that German wines and wine laws and everything about German wine is probably going to wreck me. If this test ends up being heavy German wine, I am probably going to fail it because it makes no sense. It makes no sense compared to anything else. For example, in English, you have red wine, French, rouge, Italian, rosso, Spanish, tinto, German, rot. Okay. Rosé in French is rosé, Italian, rosato, Spanish, rosado, German, rosé. So it kind of, okay, so that, I mean, that's nice. Dry in French, sec, Italian, secco, Spanish, secco, German, trocken. Sweet, French, doux, Italian, dolce, Spanish, dulce, German, süß. It's like they're gonna say, hey, we're gonna do all these things that follow the Romance languages. And then we're gonna throw German wine in there just to screw you up. And on top of that, I can't even pronounce any of the friggin' regions, the PGO, the PGI, I can't pronounce anything because it's German. And I never learned German. I learned Spanish because I grew up in Texas. It made sense. And even then, I don't speak Spanish well. I know enough to know when they're cussing at me, which has gotten me out of some situations. But other than that, I don't know anything else. And the last thing I learned today is actually more about this book. So this book, I don't have the other book with me, but I have my big thick Psalm book, and then I have this book. This book is super packed with info. So this 60-something pages of book that I have, I've gone through and done a full deck of flashcards. That's what I did in the first 2 chapters of the other one, which was about the same number of pages as this book. I'm really worried about how many more flashcards I'm gonna need to go buy in order to prepare for this. But on the flip side, it's good because there's not much lull in the book itself. It's not like in the Psalm book where you might read 2 or 3 pages where it's going on about something or other and how this could happen. But in this one AOC, in this section of France, it doesn't go into that types of specifics. But what it does do is it does a really great job giving you like the drinking from the fire hose version of what you need to know. So I do appreciate the book for that. So while it has brevity, it also has meat, and I like that. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. I'm gonna continue the vlog series. I'm gonna keep studying, try to knock them down, buy more flashcards tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some studying in tomorrow, maybe even on Saturday and Sunday, we'll see. But to you, those days don't mean anything because I'm just posting this blog as I post it. Yeah, and I mean, you're just gonna see it when you see it. It could be on Tuesday when I post my Sunday study session, you don't know. So I probably just need to stop talking about days and get some sleep because I'm tired now and it's late. And I will see you guys later. Have a good one.